Episode of Covering Podcast, especially a warm welcome to all those tuning in from Montreal and all other the Victoire fans around the world. This is week 3, alright, so we hit the halfway point in our special set of shows to go a little bit more in depth to the names, the brands, and the identities of course, our Inaugural Six. Yeah, so we're now halfway through already. So today it is the turn of Le Victoire de Montreal, or otherwise known as the Montreal Victoire. Yeah, I mean, honestly, us three, we had the real show, I mean, lady just took the piss out of that name, and, yeah, and I have seen, already, on YouTube, the confusion that name has brought out. I watched a great YouTube video the other day where somebody was going through the names and the logos, and he accidentally said Victory instead of Victoire, and I'm like, it's already happened. It's already happened, folks. It's barely been 2 weeks, and already somebody tripped up. That was priceless. That was just priceless, but yeah. We might have a few more of those come season 2's end, don't you think, boys and girls, mesdames, messieurs? Yes. Oh dear. Well, at least we are making the effort. We know how to say it in French. Alright, so at least some of us are making the effort. But anyway. Right. For today's show, I'm going to stick to referring to him as Le Victoire de Montreal. It just makes it easier for me and for you guys. I won't have to flip-flop between the two. It will just get messy. Right, okay. So, like we've already done so far, I'm going to recap you the details on the webpage, and then we'll go straight in a bit more in depth with those news articles that are also available on the PWHL's website. So, okay. So, introducing the Montreal Victoire. The only time you're going to hear me say that in English, the rest of the time I'm going to say it in French, but just because it's on the webpage. So, introducing the Montreal Victoire. Celebrating competition, embracing triumph. Victory is upon us, that's their tagline. Well, I think we'll be the judges of that. Le Victoire. Win or lose, Victoire is a mindset, a legacy, and a way of life. Our decorated sporting city relentlessly pursues. The name Victoire will spur us on to climb higher for the glory of the team, the game, and for all of Montreal. And then we go into the story behind their logo. So we have heritage embodied. A fleur de lis, which is a national symbol of Quebec, is gracefully integrated and evokes the rich cultural history of Providence and the city. Wings of triumph. So abstract shapes reminiscent of wings. Subtly alludes to the goddess of victory, symbolising strength, agility, and dominance. And we have the hidden tribute. This was the only featured I could really spot in the whole logo we put together. Yeah, so you've got a homage to Carena Montreal. That was the only piece that I could really point out. I know Lady did try to help us spot the fleur de lis because it was quite small, but when you put the whole logo together, the only thing I can really see sticking out is that hidden tribute. Because, I mean, the Victoire's logo, it is actually quite nice. It's very, very professional. You know, it looks more like a professional corporate than the sports team logo. But But yeah, and also bring the word mark as well. So I'll get that on my screen too for me. I keep forgetting to do this. To put the word mark up as well, because we're also talking about that. Show free, should have learnt by now. Right, okay. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice logo. It's very professional, so it's more, as I say, it's more like a corporate business than it is for a sports team. But yeah, I mean, I think that the font's really quite good as well. I mean, it's very bold, lavish, really stands out. It's not too quirky, not too funky. Yeah. So, and I think if it's Plur that kind of gave it the Pan Am vibes, so you felt that this could be put something like an insignia, like a coat of arms kind of thing. Yeah. The fleur de lis is actually quite nice, but it is so tiny. Now, when you see this logo as a whole, the fleur de lis is really quite hard to point out. It is very small. It's quite tiny. You really got to zoom in on that particular feature you want to spot that. Yeah, it's a very recognisable symbol. I mean, I've been familiar with it before. It's a really nice design. We've seen it, I think, obviously on Colorado Avalanche's Reverse Retro, that honoured Quebec, level 121. I think I remember seeing some fleur de lis on that. I love how it's something to represent the whole of Quebec, because Quebec are still that pesky little kid that is desperate to get everything in the chocolate factory. So you can see here how this little symbol you have it. It's something for the whole of Quebec, not just for Montreal. So you could argue the Big 12 are trying to be Quebec's team rather than just for Montreal. I mean, after all, they did play in two separate venues last year. They played in Larble, and I can't remember the other one was. I think we played in Larble. I can't remember what was. In fact, shall we look real quick? See if we look at that real quickly. Now, because obviously this season they will be playing full time, well, primarily full time in Larble. Right, got it. I think I got it. Oh yeah, so they played in the Place Bell, and they also played at the Burdham Auditorium in the borough of Burdham, Montreal. Okay. I can't remember if the Frost ever did play in that arena last year. I definitely remember us being in Place Bell. I don't know, but anyway, Place Bell is going to be Montreal's main location for this season. You've got to get used to saying primary venues now, because obviously neutral games are pretty much a guarantee in this league, which is great. But it does mean that for primary venues, you have to go. Because I have seen someone go, what? Reply to some of the news regarding Coca-Cola and Place Bell, and some of the replies like, primary venues, and I'm like, that's a newbie. That's a newbie. So you can spot now, can't you, when there's now who's been with this league from day one and who hasn't when they say primary venue. I was tempted to reply, but I thought better not, just in case it sparks a Twitter war. We don't want that. Anyway, yeah. So you could argue that having the fleur de lis is kind of trying to be for Quebec, not just Montreal, although we know Quebec will be and is still not going to take that line down. Now, the Wings of Triumph part, I found that very hard to see. I think Plur and Lee felt that as well when we run the whole thing together. And even when we tried to look at the, and even on the webpage, but it breaks the logo down, still couldn't really see that clearly. Because of the colour, because of the contrast between the colours. We've gone for, it's got dark red, it's got the blacks in there. Because Montreal's uniforms last year The base was more of a crimson-y. It was more of a dark red compared to Ottawa, which was just the standard red. Yeah, so we're thinking maybe Montreal for jersey this year might go for a crimson look, maybe. But because of the colours, contrast between the two colours, it's hard to tell where certain features appear in this logo. So we can't really see the wings. We can see the hidden tribute, but we can't really see the wings there. But I do love this design, how as I said on the reveal show, it's like shattered glass, or like a stained glass window would look like. So if you ever do go to Sunday Mass, you might be familiar with it, that type of style there. No, but the only piece that was standing out is, of course, this hidden tribute, and it's towards the bottom of the logo, where you've got 3 little bits of the shards which form an M, which make it look like Montreal. And actually, if you were to tip this logo upside down, it could form a W for win. So, very clever there, Victoire. Very clever. But yeah, I think this logo is okay. It's, I mean, because I'm already thinking ahead for the scoring, aren't I? I think if you break it down, then it's not bad. But when you put it all together, all those features that we've just talked about, they kind of just blend into one, and you don't really see it at all. Whereas when you look at some of the other teams' logos, their features are there for you to see, and it's visible for you to still see. With the Victoire, it's not really that visible. You put the whole thing together, it's just a straightforward standard sports logo. But you have to give props to the detail. The detail is very exquisite with the logo. I just think that maybe the shades, the colours are not great. I mean, we know Montreal is a darker red colour scheme than compared to Ottawa's, which we'll get onto in a few weeks' time. But you could have found a way to incorporate a dark shade of red and not have it then next to black. I mean, we all know the saying that black and red don't go together, and yellow and white don't go together. Although when this webpage was first created, they didn't seem to get that murder, did they? I remember seeing some black the day after the name reveal. One of the webpage had a little section with those black text on red background. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Looks like it's cleared up though. So if you go on Montreal's webpage now, that's all cleared up. But oh my. Wow. Yeah, but I think I really want to like that, because I think this is a good logo. But the problem is, the hidden features don't stick out to me when you put the whole thing together. It just really doesn't work. And I'm not sure if Montreal really is incorporating any new colours here, because all the other teams so far we've talked about have got a new colour added in there, a new second colour in there. But I can't see in Montreal. We've got the reds there. We've got from last year. We've got the black there. We've got this kind of sandy colour, which me and Lady just hated as Montreal's road jerseys last year. But if we go more in depth in the articles, we'll see if that can give us any clues, shall we? Right, so let's do the generic one first. So, PWHL unveils Montreal Victoire in league-wide team identity launch. So the team's name, Victoire, embodies Montreal's joyously competitive spirit, acting as inspiration for the city to climb to even greater sporting heights. With or lose, Victoire is a mindset celebrating the city's pursuit of achievements. The logo features wing-like shapes, subtly alluding to the goddess of victory and symbolising strength and agility. An M within the wings pays homage to Greater Montreal. Additionally, a fleur de lis, a national symbol of Quebec, is gracefully integrated and evokes the rich cultural history of the province and the city. The colour palette is anchored by a deep burgundy representing the city's rich sporting heritage and its unwavering passion for victory, with complementary shades of stone. That's not a colour. and sophisticated blues, adding depth and versatility. Where are the blues? There's no blue. That's black. Who are you kidding? I know I'm not good with... I know my eyesight's not great, guys, but... Who are you kidding? There's no blue. It's black. It's red and black. And stone, it's not a colour. It's not... Who are they trying to kid? Stone is stone. It's not a colour. Okay, I mean, I'm fairly sure when Medusa looks at people, she's not turning them into a colour. She's turning them into a statue. It's not a colour. Who are you trying to kid here? Goodness sake. What is burgundy? What's that? Should we look that up? I hope I've pronounced that right. I can't even spell it. Oh, so we're calling that the bread. Well, there's more maroon, isn't it? So has Montreal gone from a crimson to a maroon colour? Oh, that's dreadful. Oh, that's dreadful. Oh my god. Why have I got a feeling Montreal's going to have the crappiest jerseys? Oh, that's dreadful. Because it was last year. It was like a crimson-y red, the base of their jersey last year. And it was kind of okay, but also they had the better red jersey. Whereas, oh my god, that's a downgrade. Oh, that's ghastly. A maroon jersey. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. But Montreal seems to have gone for some very dark colours, which I'm really not a fan of. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah. Oh, thank God I'm not. Thank God I'm with Minnesota and not Montreal. Anything else? Or is that it for the... Okay, that's it for the tonight. Well, we'll then go into the team later on in a moment. So Montreal hasn't got any new colours then this year. They've gone for the exact same colour scheme as last year. Because everyone's supposed to have a secondary colour added to their palette. Obviously, we spoiled that with Boston and obviously on Minnesota, but we haven't really spoiled with Montreal. Because I'm sorry. Who are you kidding? There's no blue there. Got black, red, sand. I know that's not a colour, but they want to say stone's a colour, which is not. Oh, for the love of God. Right. Let's go into the team article, which is titled Team Triumph. Okay. Montreal doesn't just make hockey history. The city shows out for it. In early March 1875, what the Montreal Gazette referred to as a very large audience turned out at Victoria Ring to watch the first indoor hockey game ever played. Nearby, 150 years later, a capacity crowd of 21,105, the largest attendance ever for a women's hockey event, packed into the Bell Centre, which of course is the Canadians' home, this past April to see the PWHL Montreal squad take on Toronto. Tickets didn't just sell out fast, they sold out swiftly fast. In less than 20 minutes, the same Montreal Gazette reported fans snatched every last seat in the largest sports and arena in North America. So the attendance record should last a while. Probably a while. Yeah. Because obviously, it was quite fun last year to see that game of who's going to have the highest attendance record, which of course it started in Ottawa. Then that only lasted about 3 or 4 days because it went to us with our home opener, and we held that until the takeover weekend because Detroit knocked us out by only a couple of hundred. Then you had Toronto do it, and then Montreal did it. Yeah, so Montreal, with that number, currently has the highest attendance for a women's hockey game. I think that would hold unless you do a global series. Because here in Europe, we do have some very big, we do have some big arenas, like, for instance, Wembley, for example, could probably knock that out of the park. Maybe some of the ones in Scandinavia could do that. So I think for that, so I don't think we're going to see that record get broken anytime soon. But if the PWHL ever wants to go out globally, that will be when Montreal goes, oh no, we're going to lose our record. Yep, yes you will. But then you could just say you had the biggest one in Canada, Montreal, to be fine. Yeah, but yeah, that was really impressive. Wonder there'll be another one on the cards this season for them in Boston. So I'll be surprised if not. Anyway, where did I go to? Oh yeah. So in a season of validating highs and record, that reflects right. Shall I start a bit again? I got a ton of that. In a season of validating highs that record. Did I say record? That should record it right. Oh, start again. Take what number it is now. In a season of validating, because that was putting me off. Validating highs that record reflects Montreal's passion for PWHL hockey and stands as a powerful symbol of the team in the league's greatest triumph. We're only in year one. We're just had year one. We're about to enter year two. Let's not go that far. All of which makes the team's new name, announced earlier today, that much more fitting. Meet the Montreal Victoire. Write that with the accent and pronounce it en français, because this identity is an expression of the Francophone city's pride in its hockey. I definitely not pronounced that the Francophone. I've definitely not done that right. But it's pride in its hockey and cultural traditions. Early on, we decided the name would be French and French only, says Amy Scher, the PWHL's Senior Vice President of Business Operations. So there you go. So it's in French, alright? So get learning! Alright? You've heard it from Senior Vice President of Business Operations. It's a French name. Learn it! I knew all my doing French in school would pay off one day. I knew it would. I mean, it has been a bit rusty since my school days, but I knew it would come in handy one day. Knew it would. Yeah, but like Osprey said on the reveal show, we can easily see that people will cock it up. They won't. And I wouldn't surprise them for the first few weeks of year two, because obviously you're going to know these names for the first time. But you can just see people are going to cock it up. You just know. Some people already have with their videos on YouTube. Some I already have. I've seen it myself. But yeah, so guys, it's French. They decided for the get-go it's going to be a French name. It's in French. Learn the French. And actually, it's not that hard to say. Le Victoire. There's a lot more French names they could have gone with. It'd be tricky to say, but no, Le Victoire. It's very easy to say because it kind of is similar to victory, but it's Victoire, not victory. Montreal fans, just put that on a t-shirt and get done with it. Because you can have a lot of people gonna cock it up. You know they are. But yeah, Senior Vice President of Business Operations has spoken. It's a French name. Learn the French. The name won't be anglicised no matter where outside the 514 the team may play. Its identity will be pure Grand Montreal. After playing the inaugural season without traditional nicknames, the league wanted to ensure the new team name and identity conveyed a deep connection and sense of place. We wanted to inspire a true pride of place for the players and people of Greater Montreal, said Kanan Bayat Shah, the league's Vice President of Brand and Marketing. The name had to... I'm getting so tongue-tied today. The name had to feel confident and triumphant. It couldn't feel small. That's a tall order in a city steeped in hockey glory. No other city comes close to its record. 24 Stanley Cups, 35 Cup Final appearances. including, of course, most recently in 2021, in that COVID season. They stood no chance against Tampa. They stood no chance. And 60 players in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And the site of sports perfection. Gymnast Nadia Konat scored the first perfect 10 in Olympic history here in 1976, which is why the Victoire signifies something larger than a notch in the W column. The name speaks to an aptitude and state of mind, a passion, pride, a place, and a sense of fellowship embodied by two other French phrases, esprit de corps and joie de vivre. Montreal's fans didn't just come together to cheer on their yet-to-be unnamed squad. They celebrated them in every sense. Between periods, at home games, DJs took over the sound system. When the lights went down, the crowd got up and got down, transforming each 17-minute intermissions into a multi-generational dance party. It's like the rink was turned into a club, says Jana Hefford, the Hockey Hall of Famer who serves as the PWHL Senior Vice President of Operations. All of that flows from a passion for hockey. You can feel it makes it pretty special. So, yeah. So I do quite like that how they've been not just related to hockey, they've also related to, the name relates to other major moments that happen in sporting history for Montreal. That's good. Because we want these names to signify the place they're in, not just be something completely random or just something that sounds good. You want to be able to make a connection with the fans and the place and the players. And it does that very well. So yeah, so I think that's the only one so far that's had a connection to something else outside the hockey world. Very well good there, Montreal. Yeah, and I did not know about the gymnast there, so there we go. Educational, very well done there, Montreal. I haven't mentioned the word mark, have I? I'll just do that very quickly, and then it should be time to score this brand as a whole. So, it's quite tricky for me to comment on the word mark, seeing as how we've already seen part of it using the logo. The Victoire part, that's basically from the logo, it's just in there, so it's not really much of a word mark there, Montreal, compared to some of the others we've seen so far, which actually managed to get creative. So, initial thoughts about that. I think it's very basic, isn't it? The word mark, it's just a standard block lettering. So I'm not going to ring. I think you could have done something to make it a little bit different to what it is on the logo, but yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so overall, what am I going to score this brand? It's tricky because I don't want to score it low, but I can't score it high. What is? Oh no! What did I give Boston? 6.5. It's definitely worth more than that. It's just the features. Ugh. If they blended well together, then as well, it's why it'd be separate. Because the problem with the features, they just disappear when it gets blended together. And that's what makes me think. The colour scheme, that's put me off. It's definitely worth more than the fleets. It's definitely worth more than 6.5. Do I go 7 or do I go 7.5? Because it's not an 8. Initially, I was thinking 8, but I don't think it's worth an 8. Especially the colour scheme's not blending well. Tell you what, I'll be generous, I'll go 7.5. I think it should be a 7, but I think I will just go. I will go with 7.5. It's definitely worth more than the fleets. That's for sure. It's definitely worth more than that. But yeah, I mean, if the features were visible when you put the whole thing together, then you would have got that extra 0.5. But I think I'm good. I think I'm fair there with 7.5. I was thinking, I mean, maybe it should be a 7, but I will say 7.5, and I'll be fair. I'll be firm, but fair. I'll be firm but fair there. I'll go at 7.5. So there you go. So calling all victoires. That is the Montreal Victoire, or as they say in Francais, le Victoire de Montreal.